Centralized or decentralized metaverse? What is better?
Yeah, it depends. If the question is a centralized metaverse, like the actual game is running on centralized servers, that will be the case for a long time.
What does it mean? Because like I am a
Yeah,
noob in
so
this. What does centralized or decentralized mean?
yeah, so I am going to assume that that the question is just about the digital value that's in the game. So you have your game, and that game has items, and they have value. At least to the players, they have value. Maybe not to anyone else, but to the players, those items have value. That's why you put in a lot of work and time to
Yeah.
get those items.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you look at Global Offensive, you have these skins. People put in a lot of work to have them. People pay each other for those skins as well. But this is a centralized mechanism. The game has their own centralized database, and that's where it tracks, hey, these items are there. These are the owners. So that is a centralized way of dealing with digital value. I am a very strong proponent of doing that in a decentralized manner and using a blockchain. So that because a blockchain guarantees that nobody can mess with those assets except for the actual owner of the NFT.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. So in a lot of games, a lot of games don't like you to trade your assets for real life value either. Or they want to impose rules on how you can use your items or what you can and cannot do with them. And yeah, I'm a strong believer that that at least you can create a very appealing experience for the player when you don't do that. So I think doing that then with the blockchain is a good way to show that trust to the player. Like, hey, we trust you guys. These are your assets, and we'll make sure that we make decisions to make the game better, and we'll keep in mind that you guys have these items, but we're not going to impose rules on you guys on how you can use those items. You can burn them if you want, you can delete them, you can trade them for real life money, do with it whatever you want. These are your items. So yeah, I believe that decentralized is better. But there's things that you cannot do when you so some games, they rely strongly on doing regular server wipes. So in Tarkov or in Rust, sometimes you wipe the server, you wipe all the assets, you wipe everything that everyone has. You kind of need that to sometimes when you haven't really put in a lot of work into making sure that the economy is indefinitely sustainable, then you need to do a server wipe every now and then. Otherwise, everybody has way too many items and everything is useless and the game is no longer fun.
Okay.
So in that case, then you do a server wipe. But if you start issuing your assets on a decentralized ledger, you cannot wipe those assets anymore. So you have to make sure that your economy is sustainable.
Okay. And another question from the chat. Do you think a government will try to be involved in some of the economic mechanics?
Yes, absolutely. I think,
That's good, yeah.
I think especially as soon as you see that, so you'll be seeing, and yeah, this will be the big hurdle. I really believe that this will be the big hurdle. So the technology is there, the vision is there. Like in this little clique of actual Web3 gaming builders, that there is, the vision is clear. We all believe everything that I'm saying here. We pretty much all believe these things. And the technology is there, the funding is there, so these games will be coming, and some of them will become really big. So you'll get to a point where you have this one digital economy that just has millions and millions and millions of dollars going around, and extra like bad actors will try to manipulate to use that economy for money laundering, maybe for terrorism financing, whatever. So that will raise red flags. And I think generally governments just don't like it when there are phenomena that they can't really control that have real world consequences, sometimes bad consequences. And obviously the people should start asking questions when that happens. So yeah, you'll get this. You will get this friction with governments, depending on what kind of governments they are in control in what jurisdictions. But you will see this friction happen, and yeah, the economy will do what it does. It will adapt, and hopefully we'll have some smart people in power that actually make reasonable decisions when it comes to regulating this.
Yeah, in the end, if there's money. Yeah. There's also trouble. So
yeah, when there's interest involved, then
yeah,
things get messy really quick.
Yeah,